So, it looks like nobody has actually joined the live stream today, but that's okay. I'm gonna record this lesson nevertheless. So it's on Periscope, and those who would like to do the lesson later will, as usual, get the video link to the YouTube as well, which is a slightly better quality. So welcome everybody. It's a pleasure for me to teach the third yoga lesson live stream this week. And some of you actually have signed up for several classes, which is usually not the case if I teach face-to-face. So I tend to sort of do a little bit the same lesson several times a week. But so as you might do a few lessons like this now, I will introduce a little bit more variation so that you don't have to do 3 times the same class, but also, of course, some repetition, because that's also important. So today we'll do a few of the movements we have already been doing this week and slightly different variations. We'll do a breathing exercise in the beginning. We'll then do variations of shoulder bridge to strengthen the core, the glutes and the legs. We'll also do afterwards some side opening positions, and then we will do a sun salutation with some little bit funky movements in there. So I invite you now to find a comfortable seat. Maybe you have a blanket to sit on or a cushion. And if you wish, take a moment to close your eyes. Relax your face. And whichever other parts of your body that you notice you might still be holding some tension. Often this could be in the shoulders, or maybe also in your stomach. And then slowly bring your awareness towards your breath. Notice how your breath naturally happens right now. Notice where your breath moves your body. And let every breath bring you a little bit more into the present moment. Then slowly open your eyes again, and we will start with 3 rounds of Kapalabhati breathing. This is a cleansing breathing technique where we use a strong exhale, where we pull the navel in towards the spine, and with the inhale we completely relax the stomach again. So you actually don't really have to think about the inhale at all. It's a bit similar to Kriya breathing, which most of you probably know if you are already in my yoga classes. So we'll do about 30 of these rhythmic exhales. I will maybe quickly do a test with you. So put one hand on the stomach and begin by exhaling through your nose quite strongly. So if you had your hand here, you could feel how with the exhale the navel got drawn in. And with the inhale, you just let it relax, so the stomach came back out. What we will add now, when we do a proper round like this, we'll do about 30 times. Then after the last one, we'll exhale completely. Then we'll inhale again, and then we'll hold the breath. And if you're familiar with the sort of locks from yoga, the bandhas, you can then in the holding phase engage your pelvic floor a little bit and gently tuck your chin a little bit towards the chest. Hold your breath with the inhale for as long as you feel comfortable. Then exhale again, relax. This is one round. Okay, so we'll begin with the first round. If you wish, place one hand on your stomach or let your hands rest on your legs. If you wish, close your eyes. Inhale. Long exhale, deep inhale, hold, whenever you feel the need to exhale again, just let go, exhale. Give your breath what it needs and relax for a moment. Relax your stomach. Notice what's happening with your breath. Maybe you notice that you don't really need to breathe very much now after this exercise. The breath got calmer. And then we'll get ready for a second round, similar to the first one. If you wish, again, place one hand on your stomach or on your legs. Inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale again. Hold. If you feel the need to exhale, follow your breath. Exhale, relax your breath after that. Relax everything for a few breaths and just enjoy the silence you may feel right now. And then slowly open your eyes again and get ready for the third round, where we will now increase the pace a little bit. So if after a while you realize your stomach's not sort of properly doing the rhythm anymore, it's fine. So it needs some training. You can also go slower again if you notice that it's too fast. What's important when we go faster, we also go subtle. So it's not quite as strong anymore, but more just a very sort of fine movement. Okay, so again, begin with an inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale. Hold. And when you notice the need to exhale, slowly relax. Breathe naturally and just take another moment to observe. So Kapalabhati breath can also be a nice way to start a meditation because it already sort of calms your mind a little bit, which you may have noticed now, and makes the entryway easier for meditation. It's also a good start now for the moving yoga positions. So maybe with a little bit less agitated mind, we can also do the exercises a little bit more mindfully now. So if you have had a blanket, maybe put it to the side, or if you wish, put it under your head. And then slowly lie down on your back. We'll start now with shoulder bridge, and first we will just do with both legs. So today, feel free to choose a position for your feet that feels comfortable for you. If you've been practicing yesterday, we started really far away, but today we'll do a slightly different variation. So just find a comfortable place for your legs. Let your arms rest alongside your body. Tuck your chin a little bit towards the chest and begin with your next inhale to slowly lift up. Come up as high as you wish for the first time and exhale, slowly roll back down from top to bottom. It's perfectly fine to do this with your eyes closed as well. Continue a few times in your own rhythm. And also use this as a mindfulness exercise. So with the next time we lift, just be present in your feet. Notice what your feet are doing or how they are feeling. Maybe they don't have to do that much, but how they are feeling. Now move your awareness to the knees. Notice what's happening in the knees when you go up. Make sure your knees don't go out, but keep the line of the knees over the feet. Now move your awareness to your pelvic area, towards your hips, glutes, the whole pelvic floor area. Notice what's happening here when you lift and when you descend. And now we'll begin also to move the arms. Inhale, take the right arm with you up and behind your head. Notice what's happening in your shoulder. Exhale, descend the arm, still aware in your shoulder. With your next inhale, lift up the other arm. Notice what's happening in your shoulder. And bring your arm back down. Still aware in your shoulder. Now do each arm one more time. Now noticing what's happening in your hand while you do that. Reaching back with your hand, straightening also the fingers, reaching back with your fingertips. And the other side, again, awareness in the hands, fingertips, straightening, lengthening. And exhale, only now bring the hand down, but keep the pelvis up. And come with your arms
into a position where you can place the elbows on the ground. Fingers are pointed up. And you extend your right leg on the heel. Slightly touch the ground. Inhale, lift your leg up. Exhale, slowly back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 3 more times in your own rhythm. Once you've finished, bend the leg again. Relax here for a little bit. Gather your strength. Place the weight on your right leg and extend the left leg on the heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, down again. Inhale up. Exhale, down. 3 more times in your own rhythm. And then come back into shoulder bridge once more. And now allow your feet to come out a little bit more. It's also okay if the toes are pointing slightly out. And maybe, if you wish, take the hands behind your head and just begin to do a few circles with your hips. If this is too much, you can also have your hands further down. Breathe naturally. Change to the other direction. And slowly again bring everything down to the floor and for a moment tuck your knees towards the chest. And stay here for a few breaths. Without moving. Just noticing where your breath moves your body. And noticing how your lower back is firmly planted on the ground, like glued to the ground, which is our starting point for the next exercise. Bring your legs up towards the ceiling. You can, to start with, have your hands behind your thighs. And you lift your head, your upper back, and then you just hold your right leg. You can also pull it slightly towards you. You inhale. Exhale, slowly descend the left leg. Inhale, coming up again. Change hands and exhale. So you can choose how much you hold here. Maybe you just lightly hold. Or you hold a little bit more strongly. Notice how your lower back is always firmly on the ground. This is sort of naturally happening if we lift the upper back, which makes it a little bit easier than another variation we have tried in my class from yesterday. If you have been practicing with me. Once or twice more. And then again, bring your knees towards the chest. Place your head down and just allow your head to go very slowly a few times from right to left and back. Relax your breath as well. Breathe. And then, last exercise here in this starting position, lift both legs again. Take your hands into Namaste position in front of the heart. Lift again your head and chest. Inhale. And exhale, descend your legs a little bit, but only so far that your stomach and lower back are still firmly planted on the ground. Do this a few more times. Maybe you're shaking a little bit like me, and maybe smile. Completely normal. And then with the next one, if you want to try, just roll up into a seated position. Come cross-legged for a moment. Relax. Breathe naturally. Notice where you can feel warmth in your body. Maybe you feel warmth in your core, which has been working in the last exercises. Or in other areas. And then slowly open your eyes again and come onto all fours. So now, maybe you have to watch first to understand the starting position. On my left leg, I'm rotating 90 degrees. And then I will place my right foot, left knee and left hand all in one line. That's our starting position. We'll now come into a Kriya breath that's similar to what we did in the beginning. With a strong exhale, we'll rotate this arm, which is free. I will start. You can maybe first watch and then just come in whenever you feel ready. Slowly come to an end. Come up. Straighten the right leg so that your left thigh is vertical. Gently engage your pelvic floor. Bring your right hand on top of your thigh. And inhale, lift your left arm. Come into a side opening. And exhale, coming back. Few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Maybe stay now for a few breaths. Bring length into the left side of your body. And then slowly come back. Come down for a moment. Maybe do a few movements like circles. Breathe. And then get ready for the other side. So it's also possible to start from here. Extend your left leg. Bring your right hand in line with knee and foot. And then again, we'll start with the Kriya. Come up onto the foot and knee. Engage your pelvic floor. Inhale, lift your right arm. Bend to the left. And exhale, release. A few more times. Last one. Maybe stay now for a few breaths. Slowly calming down. Come onto both knees again. Relax for a moment. Into all fours. And then step one foot after another onto the mat and slowly roll up into a standing position and just take a moment to arrive in mountain pose. Before we continue, we'll exhale 3 times through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And then slowly open your eyes again and come to the top of your mat into a starting position for sun salutation. So place your feet hip distance away from each other and bring your hands to heart center. Ground down through your feet and lift up through the crown of your head. With the next inhale, bring your arms up overhead. And exhale, sit down like on a chair. See how low you can sit, and you can play a little bit as well with the tucking and untucking of your tailbone until you find a sort of midway position that feels comfortable. Arms are alongside your ears. Inhale again. Exhale, bring your arms out to the side. Inhale, look towards the left hand. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, look to the right hand. Exhale, back to center. Inhale again. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades close and come down into a forward bend, where we're going to stay for a moment. Stomach is touching the thighs. Make sure your shoulders are still pulling away from your ears. Relax your face. And slowly, with the hands, come to the ground. Step your right foot back, knee on the ground, lunge position. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale again, bring them behind your back like we did before. Inhale again. And exhale, bow forward. Inside of your leg a little bit, pull up with your hands one more time. Inhale, lift up again. And exhale, bring your hands towards the ground. Inhale, come into a plank position. Hold for a moment. Continue to breathe and do a few more of these circles like we did before in bridge pose. If it's too much, you can also come down on your knees and do it this way. Change direction. And then slowly come into downward facing dog. Maybe move a little bit first to arrive here. And now the little bit more playful part is going to start, similar to what we did last week or yesterday. If you have never done it, maybe watch first. Take your left foot over to the right. On the outer edge of the foot, inhale, lift up. With your right hand pointing all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, come back down. Feel free to always move a little bit in between, and when you are ready, do the other side. Right foot goes over to the left, inhale, open. Exhale, close. The goal is to do first each side like this 2 times. Inhale. See if you can come all the way towards standing on the heels here. And exhale. Change sides again. Inhale. And exhale. Now get ready to do one more step. Again, come over with the left leg as before. Inhale. Exhale, just sitting down, lightly touching the ground with your fingertips. Inhale, coming up again, reaching up and over. Move a little bit. And one more time on the other side. Inhale, open, exhale, sit down. Inhale up and over. Move a little bit. And just do it one more time on each side like this. Find your own rhythm. Slowly come back to downward facing dog. Bring both knees to the ground. Sit back as far as possible without moving the hands. If possible, place your forehead on the ground. Relax here. Notice what's happening in your shoulders, if they are on equal height. Inhale, bring your gaze forward, and exhale, dive through. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. For a moment, maybe come down with your forehead. Engage your core and pelvic floor. Pull back with your elbows down, and lift head and chest. Breathe naturally and start paddling with your feet. Your toes are pointing backwards. Your shoulders are rolled backwards. If you feel like it, lift your hands off the ground. Breathe. and relax. Come back down, place your head or one ear on top of your arms. Move a little bit. Inhale, lift your head back up. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, either over their knees or with straight legs. Inhale, come up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Get ready to play a little bit more here. Now, similar to last week, first just with the feet. Move to one side. Lift again your right arm. Close. And now directly change in your own rhythm with a natural breath. Always take the pelvis up when you go to the side. And now maybe pause for a moment and watch me doing the next step. I will actually do it to the right again so you can see better. So the beginning is the same. And then you bring the top foot over, place it behind the other leg and open up. Exhale, close. Move a little bit here. Change to the other side. Step with the top leg back. Open up. And come back. Again, do each side twice in your own rhythm. Opening the chest. Now I think I did another variation, I'm sorry, but probably maybe you haven't even noticed. And when you have done each side 2 times, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. And exhale, bring your foot forward to the hands. Step the back knee down. Inhale, lift both arms. Reaching up, exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your shoulders back. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, coming up again. And exhale down. Inhale, step your back foot forward. Exhale, relax over both legs. Inhale with your arms up over the side, come up into a standing position. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe for a moment release completely, mountain pose. Exhale slowly. Get ready for a second round. Slightly shorter round. Open your eyes again. Look down towards the feet. Make sure they are still parallel and hip distance apart. The beginning is going to be the same again. We'll start with Namaste, hands to heart. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, sitting down low, chair pose. Inhale again. Exhale, arms out to the side. Inhale again. Exhale, bring your hands back and bow down. Stay only Few breaths and then release the hands. Step your left leg back. If you wish, knee down or up. Inhale, lift up, lunge or high lunge. Exhale again, bring your hands behind your back and now see if you can once clasp them the other way so that the other index finger is in the front. Pull your shoulders together. Inhale again. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, coming back up, release your hands. Exhale, down. Downward facing dog, straight away this time. Find your position. It's also possible to have the feet slightly wider apart, slightly bent knees. Or do a twisted dog now. Inhale. Exhale, release your left hand and bring it to the outer edge or outer side of your right leg. Can be up on the thigh or lower. And your gaze goes up underneath the right shoulder. Inhale forward. Weight on both hands, sitting backwards. And exhale, twist to the right side. Left side, sorry. Inhale forward. Exhale. Again, open. Continue a few more times in your own rhythm. Last one to the left. Then inhale, bring your knees down, sitting back. And exhale, dive forward. Lie down on your stomach like before. Gather your strength in your pelvis and stomach. Inhale, lift head and chest. Breathe lightly. Shoulders are pulling back. Begin paddling with your feet. Either stay here, lift your hands, or begin paddling with your arms as well. Slowly relax. Head or ear on top of your hands. Relax. Maybe move your pelvis a little bit from side to side. Then get ready to come back up. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, all fours or a plank. Exhale your last downward facing dog for today's lesson. With your next inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step the foot forward towards the hands. High lunge or low lunge. Low lunge would be with the knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Again, clasp them in the unusual way. Inhale again. Exhale, slowly bow down. Maybe you notice it's a little bit of a balance exercise if you're in high lunge. Inhale, come up again. And exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, step your back leg forward. Exhale, stomach towards the thighs. Now just allow yourself to stay here. A couple of more breaths. can also hold your arms, you can move or stay completely silent. And give yourself time here. And then choose in whichever way you want to come up, either active with arms over the sides or slowly rolling up. Conscious moment of silence in mountain pose. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat here. Appreciate the touch of your hands. Appreciate the simplicity of this position. The quiet beauty of this moment. Nothing to achieve, nowhere to go. After your next exhale, we'll come into a last little movement from here, which is going to lead us back down to the mat. So the beginning is exactly the same one more time, like we did before. Only I'm going to face the front now again, so you can see me a little bit better. Hands in front of the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, arms to the sides. Exhale, clasp your hands, bow down. Inhale last time here. And exhale, now bring your hands to the ground. And then with your knees come forward so that you are now balancing on your toes. Slowly lift up, climb out with your hands to the knees. Straighten your back. See if you can now open the knees to the side. Maybe your heels are touching or almost touching. See if you can bring the hands out to the side again. Let your breath happen naturally. If you're there, see if you can look to one side, to the other side, back to center. Hands back down, Jnana Mudra maybe. Bring your gaze a little bit more down and possibly try closing your eyes for a few seconds. Slowly open your eyes again, close your knees, come back down, and I notice it's a little bit intense on the feet, so I invite you to shake them out for a moment. Now slowly sit down, and we'll do a transition now back to the start, where we will again lie down on your back. So if you wish to put something on for the relaxing part, feel free to do so. If you're warm like me, you can also just lie down. Place your hands wherever it's comfortable and just arrive here. It's been quite an active lesson. So notice if any movement has been missing for you, something you would still like to do now before coming into Shavasana, relaxing position. Could be a twist, for example, Makarasana with the arms out to the side, where you go down with the legs and head to the opposite side always. Could also be a moment of Pavanmuktasana, knee to chest, both sides. See what you would like to do, or maybe you don't want to do anything. Then you can already place yourself in relaxation pose. Could also bring your hands together, rub them for a little while until you feel warmth, and place them either on your face or on any other part of your body. So I always like to give this end of the lesson a little space for you, where you tune into your own intelligence of your body, what suits you right now. And then I invite you within the next minute to find a position for the next minutes where you don't have to move anymore. Could be on your back with your legs extended or with your feet on the ground, but maybe the knees leaning slightly in towards each other. Find a place for your hands on your body or alongside your body. And then slowly let go of all the controlling, achieving, doing capacity of the mind. And more find more into the receiving, letting go, trusting capacity of the mind. Listen what's happening in your own body right now. Listen what's happening in your emotional body, in your feelings,
your mood today or right now. And also for a moment listen what's happening in your mental body. Thoughts, plans, memories, maybe. Or maybe if you are lucky, for a moment also nothing. Stillness. Moment of peace. I'm going to read you a poem. It's pretty well known, so maybe you know it. But I find it's always good to hear it again or for the first time. By Rumi, a Sufi poet. It's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows, who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Let's give us a moment to let these words sink in. Quite challenging words, maybe. If you wish, see that during the next few days, the next week, or maybe even your whole life, you can treat every experience that's happening to you, thoughts, emotions, experiences in your life, also people that you meet, as teachers. Something or somebody you can learn something from, even if you might not know what that is, sometimes when it happens. And because this is maybe quite challenging at times, especially maybe at a time like this where we are right now in this health crisis, I find it important also to emphasize that we also do this in an inner attitude of loving kindness, being gentle with ourselves, not judging or criticizing if sometimes we don't manage to do everything that's on our to-do list, don't manage to lead every conversation in the best way that we maybe want to. Being gentle with ourselves and with others in these challenging times where maybe sometimes people overreact, are more emotional than at other times. See that we nevertheless can keep our heart open. So maybe allow yourself to finish this lesson with a gentle inner smile. That's lighting up not only your face but also your heart. Like the sunrise that at the moment where I live is so wonderful every morning. That probably now I'll have to get up even earlier every day because I don't want to miss it. At the moment it's still not too bad. It's at, what was it today? I think 7:10 it was today. Right, I think the time is slowly up. So if you wish to still stay a little bit longer in this relaxation, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I invite you to begin moving again. Stretch yourself into all directions. One last time. Breathe. And slowly find your way back into a seated position. Thank you for practicing today or several times this week. This is the last live stream of this week, so I wish you a very happy Easter. You will still receive a little email from me with a few infos about next week, because next Monday is a little bit special, for example. And I might do the live stream on Tuesday instead of Monday, but you will see that in the email. Wish you a good time and stay healthy, and also healthy in your heart, soul. Thank you very much.